It is a beautiful day today, so you still got plenty of time to come down here and hang at Stadium Swim. What are we guessing for temperature? It feels like 99. It says 101. Excessive heat warning.
I know. I saw
from Friday tomorrow to Sunday. What? Excessive for this time of year, right? It's not going to be excessive. We had 116 we had 110 plus for like 9 days.
No, it's not going to be 120, but I think for this time of year, it's going to be way over normal, which is going to hit triple digits a couple days. I think 97 a couple days. So yeah, it's not going to get cold for a while.
We had a lot of discussions on the internets and social media earlier. I really just want to bail from the whole G-damn thing. Really do. Big 4 time.
Battleborn Injury Lawyers presents the Big 4 at 4. Number 4.
Now, there's a reason I said that, and a lot of it has to do with my neighbor. It is almost a guarantee, no matter what I say to her, no matter what the topic is, and I'm telling you, I'm down to speaking with her for more than 15 seconds, maybe 4 times a year. Here's the latest one. The SO, my significant other, for folks in Reno who don't listen to the show a lot, significant other, right? She comes home yesterday after seeing a friend at work, and the friend happens to work in the liquor biz, and he had some extra bottles, right? She's like, hey, here's some bottles. Like, got enough where the SO is like, you know what? As she pulled in the driveway, she sees the neighbor. She's like, I'm going to give her a bottle. So I can't remember if it was vodka or I guess it was probably tequila. Hey, so-and-so, do you want a bottle of tequila? The woman says, well, I don't drink. So the SO is like, well, I mean, when you have people over, you can make them some margaritas, right? Tequila is margarita, right? You can make them some margaritas. Sure. She says again, I don't drink. She goes, maybe I'll take it because it could be worth something with the end of the world coming. And she says I could ration it, or this bottle of tequila could really prove to be worth a lot in the barter system.
So she's talking like post-apocalyptic? Is that what she's saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then after all that, the SO responded, or you could just make margaritas. Like, just the barter. What are we doing?
That tells you what's on her mind, I guess.
Dude, I'm telling you, she is an absolute victim of way too much TV, way too much internet. Every time I talk to her, there's some conspiracy comment or hey, I just found, we were cleaning up the yard. I just found a bunch of bullets. I'm like, I've been in this neighborhood for 10 years. We can stop with a bunch of bullets in your front yard. But yeah, for bartering, when the end of the world comes, the apocalypse is here. She's going to use this bottle of tequila to survive another day.
That's like in prison, man. You like trade ramen noodles for like a sock or something.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, are you going to jail? Come on. You know what? Just go in your house and I'm going to go on mine. Let's not talk anymore. Number 3.
Number 3.
So we had a band yesterday come down. Actually, I guess it was Tuesday. We told Griffin basically he's banned from picking any music for the show anymore. Now, what was the problem? Griffin, what was the music you played?
I played Green Day.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Okay, let me tell the rest of the story.
Yes.
We banned him, and then I said, we're kidding. I know what Green Day said, but we're not like that. What are you, Clear Channel and the Dixie Chicks?
Yes.
Back in the day?
Yes. No, we're just called the Chicks now. But yes, no more Green Day. You talk about Las Vegas, you are banned, young man. You know what? I'm getting tired of Oakland. One of the main reasons I hate this is because I'm so sick of this comparing Vegas to Oakland thing. Okay.
Well, I get tired of that, yeah.
It's so annoying. Like, you're an underpass. It's your city, basically. But don't compare yourself to Las Vegas ever again. And don't say our city's trash. You're trash.
Okay, one thing. So the root of this is he's mad that the A's are leaving Oakland. He's a fan of the A's. So that explains the background. I often tell myself each day, what's the motion? Griffin, the punch down motion. Don't punch down. And in this case, one, I'm not going to punch down on Oakland because I know what they're going through. I really don't because I really didn't care that much when the New Jersey Nets moved to Brooklyn. It wasn't the same thing. You know what I mean? It's not the same thing. Can we just? Billy Joe's been pretty cool over the course of his career. Billy Joe Armstrong. He's been cool over the course of his career. He's emotional right now. He doesn't really mean he hates Vegas.
No. He is banned. And, how is that punching down? By the They started it. Their stupid mayor, whoever that lady was talking about Vegas, too. It's like, come on, man. Keep our name out your mouth. We don't talk about you. I never hear anybody go on here like, oh, Oakland sucks. Or, unless they bring it up first. I never heard anybody attack Oakland. Leave us alone.
I do have to say that that whole punching down thing, there wasn't like any big proclamation made on the show, but there were 2 lead dogs, sports anchors in the Bay Area who were covering the story, and then every once in a while they would smash Vegas.
Yeah.
Or this is one I know people are going to be like, you are an idiot. One of the guys paid a compliment to our show for knowing about the Howard Terminal. They're like, well, they're really up on this. And I was like, that is completely insulting. Up yours. The guy reached out to me a couple of times. I never answered. I'm like, no, you think we're stupid here.
Yeah, but how can you try? Vegas is so awesome. Everyone comes here. Like and then think of something else.
The worst part is a lot of people here. What do they think about the stadium and the A's?
Oh, nobody wants them. Yeah.
We're an innocent, but we don't even want them.
Yeah,
we don't want John Fisher.
Exactly.
Don't get mad at us.
Exactly.
We didn't vote on the stadium.
Yeah, keep them. Take them back to your rat-infested hole you play
on your side.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Have second base in the 50-yard line, whatever the hell you're doing over there. We don't care. Get out of here.
This is very much an audible, especially with our sound system in the Commodore 64. Do we have Beal 3 from the other day? Beil. So Larry Beal, who's a former SportsCenter guy from years ago, he's really, he's his home is the Bay Area. He was on ABC 7. He decided to do this rant against the letter. John Fisher won't speak to anyone directly in Oakland or here. And he has this letter, and Beal's like, this is absolutely ridiculous. And listen to what Beal says at the end of his rant, which is basically kind of rooting for us to fail. Fire this.
There's one glimmer of hope. They're going to supposedly play 3 years in Sacramento.
Right.
If other owners and the Players Association had any spine at all, they would say, no, we're not doing that. Mm-hmm. We have yet to see a real financing plan for the A's Stadium in Las Vegas.
Right.
We're still waiting. Vegas is still waiting. They don't have one. Yes, 18 years they've tried, and they've screwed it up every time. I don't know that that's going to change. I would love to see another massive failure by this ownership group, and then maybe Major League Baseball would force a sale to somebody locally. And there's a bunch of groups. Don't listen to anybody that says there's no fan base or there's no money in Oakland. That's total nonsense. I can go call 3 billionaires right now that would buy the team, okay?
He's rooting against Las Vegas. And what do I have to say to that? You're right, Larry. Okay. Yeah, we'll be good with that. We're not the enemy.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't even think it's all of John Fisher's fault either. I mean, I think he's a terrible owner, and everything he said since he's coming here has been annoying. But when has a team ever left a city that supports their team? I mean, if a team's really supported, they don't leave.
Well, but they were supported until he tanked for 5 or 6 straight years and tore apart the team. They traded everyone good off the team.
They've been doing that forever. They've been doing
but they replenish. They actually get good prospects back.
Right. I don't know.
This has been an intentional Jake the whole way. They wanted to get out, but Larry Beal said it. Nothing's done here. Nothing is done. Number 2.
Number 2.
Now, I am very much in the minority on this one. I am glass overflowing about what F1 can do this year and in the future, but I know a lot of businesses got beat up by F1 and beat up by Clark County agreeing to it. And kind of this love affair with the center of the strip and F1. People are getting mad.
They're getting sued. That's what they're doing. It's funny because it was supposed to be a boost to businesses that, hey, we're going to have all these people here. You're going to have a lot more business. But I guess some of these restaurants and things, on the track are saying that it's keeping people from coming in and they're losing money. So there's an Italian restaurant suing for $30,000, which that seems like a low amount of money. It seems weird, but because they're not, I guess, able to have customers during the race, which to me is weird because, again, I thought it was going to boost.
Well, it's the location. That's the problem. They take over Flamingo between Flamingo and Koval. I think you're talking about Batistas, which has been there forever, I think.
No, it's a different one, actually.
Oh, it's Ferraro's?
Yeah, Ferraro's.
Yeah, so, which is kind of interesting because that's over on Paradise.
Right.
Okay, I get it. Well, Harmon is affected, so they're saying, and I know they've had they've had a now I'm blanking on the name of it, but whatever. You can sign there a petition. You can sign a petition, protesting against it. So I get it. It does hit the local businesses. We did have a really good conversation with Jonathan Jossel, the CEO over at the Plaza, and he's like, we're not waiting around. We saw what happened last year. This is not an event that will benefit downtown. It benefits the center of the Strip, and we all have to be very active and offer people other deals and other activities. So let's take advantage of being in town and everyone concentrated down there. We're going to do our own thing.
I'm not anti F1, and a lot of people just complain about anything that's new. But what is the point? If the businesses aren't getting anything out of it, I know you said that maybe the middle of the Strip is, but they
killed it.
Oh, really?
Oh, they killed it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
but bottom line is, as big as F1 thinks it is, it's not going to bring a Super Bowl like crowd.
Right.
It's not going to bring a New Year's like crowd. It's not going to bring 350 to 500,000 people here. It just and honestly, I think some of the problems were with the rest of the Strip. Hey, they thought that they've got whatever on the Strip. I know it's 155,000 rooms overall, but they thought, hey, let's do 3-night packages. It's a minimum of $2,000. They priced themselves out of it, where the casual fans and people who come for some sort of party around the race are like, can't afford that.
Yeah, but the Super Bowl at least isn't as intrusive. It's like contained inside of a stadium, most of it. I mean, there's events and stuff, but this is like, the whole city's shut down.
Next up.
Number 1.
Well, we're going to build this throughout the hour. Official news that UNLV decided last night, along with Air Force, to stick with the Mountain West Conference over the Pac-12. I don't know what the money figures are. I don't really care. I'm not here to be an accountant or crunch these things. I know it is a big part of the decision. So I'll admit it's hard for me to say if this is a great move or a terrible move or a short-sighted move. UNLV is getting an extra level bonus along with Air Force to stay in the Mountain West Conference. The school doesn't need money. They're in a hole. The athletics department is in a hole, and they basically went from having to pay out $18 million if they chose to go to the Pac-12 with an exit fee to getting at least a $15 million bonus from the Mountain West Conference, which, in turn is a $33 million difference.
Yeah. I think it's a bummer. I mean, I like them being a part of the Pac, whether it used to be 10, 12, whatever. I like them being a part of that. I do think it's kind of like a nostalgia thing, growing up, whatever, watching USC and all these teams. But money-wise, I mean, it's a business too.
Yeah.
So,
the bottom line is the Pac-6 as it exists now, it's actually 7 because Utah State jumped.
Yeah.
They didn't want some of the lower schools in the Mountain West Conference, and they wouldn't just say it outright. So they splintered, and then they came back to UNLV, trying to get UNLV in. And from a financial decision and future unpredictability standpoint, UNLV is like, hey, we're going to stay with the Staper option, and we know we're getting money right now. We're going to go to Reno next, talk to Shannon Kelly, see what the Nevada angle on this conference staying together and realignment and chaos, what the take is up north.
There's a new way to get to the game, M-Ride it. M-Ride is the luxury concierge shuttle service. It's the same bus the players use.